Alright, so we're back into another Dragon Ball Super card game video. This one is going to feature all of the stuff that I missed already with the red, blue, cooler stuff, and then the new red, blue Universe 7 stuff that I haven't seen all of it, but I guess it's just going to be first impressions. Let me know in the comments below what you think about all these new cards. Are they good? Are they busted? Are they not that great? What kind of combos do we have? And we're definitely going to take a look at the TCG prices as well. Of course, join the Discord, subscribe if you're new, and then try to join at the bottom right, that new YouTube membership. Anyway, this one is the cooler. This one is obviously a red leader, has all of the red good stuff, and this is really important because of his autos. It's an attack when he attacks a draw. Wow, what am I doing? Attack a leader card, you draw one, and then whenever something is negged, like power decrease, and this is on either turn, by the way. It's no once per turn. They mill one card, so you can play really anything on your turn, decrease their power, -5, -1, whatever it may be, and they actually mill one, which this is an interesting introduction into having mill into another archetype or another leader outside of Janemba. And outside of like having another Janemba leader, I think this was something that we should have expected. To have it in cooler, and as well as Frieza clan, as far as the archetype, is kind of random, but sort of makes sense. No, it doesn't really make sense, but I think it is still pretty cool. This is a really strong effect. There's a lot of stuff in red, yellow, mono red, now even red, blue, that can neg the opponent on their turn, on your turn, in their arrivals phase. A lot of stuff. And then if it's your opponent's turn, when the power of one of your opponent's battle cards is decreased by one of your battle cards, and it's very specific that it is a battle card, not an extra card, you actually draw one card. So you do draw one on their turn, on your turn, and it's pretty much the same thing on the back side. You just untap one and draw one, basically. So I would say that, you know, this is sort of like a control Janemba, I guess. Like, it's more control than Janemba with removal, and as well as all the red good stuff from the 5-drop Vegeta. Is that all you got? All of the like after image, things like that. I'm very interested in seeing what kind of decks come out of this. I'm pretty excited to build around this. I think this is it's not a bad release, or not too bad to have another option to mill, simply because of Hachiyak. With Hachiyak being around, and not only that, this focuses around minusing, which a lot of the Hachiyak stuff, in which they have to, like, you know, establish blockers. They don't really have barrier. It really gets around that type of thing. So it's kind of a balanced mechanic there. I think this leader is pretty balanced in itself too. All right, moving on to the 5-drop. This is actually one of my favorite things, only because it's a 1-cost red arrival. Like, it's actually crazy. It's a 20k double striker, in which you arrival red, blue, and you have a red energy. You pay red energy, that is, and you play the card. You obviously play the card for a 20k double striker, which is just really good in general, right? Your opponent places the top card of their deck into your drop area, and then choose up to 2 of their opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier, and it gains -10k for the duration of turn. This is a SR, and it's most likely going to be one of the more, like, I would probably say top 3 most expensive out of the set, because this just does a lot for you. Denial of Hope and preemptive, I want to say. I think Denial of Hope is probably the main thing, because I think preemptive is 4-11. But this is just insane, because not only that, this is really good coupled with the red, blue Hercule and Boo, which we'll take a look at the prices in a second. But just in general, like, if you just have a lot of open energy, you pay for a red, blue cost like this one, or another red, blue card. You can then play multiple of these. They mill one each one. You neg ignoring barrier 10k, and then with Hercule and Boo, you get to return it back to your hand at the end of the turn. So on your turn, or on their turn, you can play these. On your turn, you can play Hercule and Boo, swing with all of them, draw the cards, and as well as neg, and then return back these return these back, and then go ahead and do it all over again. Shout out to Josh, but I mean, obviously I was playing Android 18 yesterday in local, so it doesn't like, I'm the reason why he came. Okay, I'm just kidding. But he did make a good point, in which you can play this in 18. and because it does reduce a blue cost, you can then go ahead and play the red blue multicolors for free, arrival, and then just do it all over again. There's gonna be a deck, well, the 18 deck that I put out a while back. I'm gonna update, write an article for it, and you guys will see it. But it's a similar idea in which you're playing a lot of 20Ks for free, and it's gonna be good stuff. Okay, moving on to the 3-drop. This is activate battle, play blue, choose one or red blue Frieza clan card in your battle area other than this card and return it to the hand, and then play this card from your hand. So I guess this is similar to what I was talking about for this one. Not only you can use this card, but also the red blue Hercule, and then once returned when this card is attacked, you choose one red blue multicolor in your drop area and combo with it. Wow, this is really strong. Okay, well, I mean, overall this is just really good support for red blue in general, and it's just one red yeah, it's really good. That's all I can really say about that. This one is the 6-drop with dual attack, King Cold. It does get around multiple counterplays except for Cold Lesson as well as Frost. This one literally just says you mill 5. So it could be one of those game enders. It is obviously, like this guy says, too expensive to play. Look at this profile picture. But that is not the point. Not only because you're going to be milling out throughout the turn, this gives a win con as far as mill if you want to focus on that. And again, it does get around a lot of different counterplays. Janemba can't play it because it's a 6-drop, and Janemba doesn't really have a card that focuses on milling a lot within one turn. You have to play multiple cards in order to mill a lot and swing with the leader as well. So this makes sense to have this within this archetype and a 6-drop. Chaos Beam Valley, okay. This leader card is a Frieza clan. If the battle card is being played, energy cost of 3 or less, return to the oldest hand instead of being played, and then they mill 2. So pretty good. I think this is not bad. Like, it's a really nice card for the Frieza clan leader, or the cooler leader, that is. And there's only a number of Frieza clan leaders that we do have other than the one that got released for the red Frieza, that is, which you can play that in this. But we also have the other 2 Frieza leaders, and then the cooler leader, and then the rework leader for cooler. So those are all yellow leaders. I think this is probably not going to be played in that unless you play blue yellow, which I don't think you'd be focused on mill. Well, at least it's an option, because a lot of the like outside of Cold Bloodlust, a lot of the yellow leaders don't really have a counterplay to play, like the Denial of Hope and other things like that. King Cold is a 2-drop imminent invasion. He's a blocker. If your leader card is a red Frieza, like the one that we talked about before, you choose one card in your life and add it to your hand. At the end of the turn, you look at the bottom card of your deck, and if it's a red or blue Frieza clan card with an energy cost of 3 or less other than King Cold, you play it and then you shuffle your deck. So obviously this is really good, just like how this guy is saying with the Frieza swap stuff. The 3-drop with barrier is going to be really good, because now if you're playing the red Frieza leader, you can take a look at the top 3, put the rest at the bottom, and then you can play the 3-drop, well, really any 3-drop Frieza clan that's red or blue, including the 3-drop swap one, and now you have a blocker. Now you have a something that KOs, KOs something that's a negative, or 20k or less, who's a 20k attacker who can go ahead and swap into the 5-drops. So this does a lot for it. This is probably going to be a staple in any of the swap base decks, I would say. If anything, you just have to kind of play around it. If you're not playing the red Frieza clan or the new red set 9 Frieza leader, then you have to play the villager, the 2-drop that places stuff at the bottom of your deck, or a Boonie. I think those are the only 2 cards that really do that. Oh, this guy made a good point. If it works every turn, if this guy stays, it says that it doesn't have barrier, so it's probably not going to stay. But at the end of the turn, you look at the top. You have to choose one card from your life and then look at the bottom of your card of your deck. If it's one of those, then oh wow, that's really strong. Okay, since it's not once per turn, that's insane, and it's only an uncommon. All right, that's it for all of the stuff that I missed before, because Bandai just wants to do all the stuff every single day, I guess. But this is all the new red blue stuff for Universe 7, and it really does, like, Universe 7 has a lot of different support. I talked about this a little bit before, but they have a lot of different support. And this card in particular, and coupled with Invoker, which we're going to take a look at in a second, is kind of insane. And this is also an SR, which we don't really get too many extra SR cards, so it's nice to have those. Activate main is that if you have a red-blue multicolor Son Goku in play and there are no battle cards in your battle area, you deal 1 damage to your opponent. And then the other activate main is that you send this to drop to warp, look at the top card of the deck. If it's a multi-extra card, you add it to your hand. If not, then you just place it back on top of the deck. So I think this is cool. Again, with Invoker, technically you only pay 1 energy in order to do it. This is why this is a SR card, which is why, like, I don't think any of the Invoker cards are going to have barrier as well. And just to deal 1 damage, like, I think Bandai is very, very particular about burn cards. Like, if you look at any of the burn cards, they're very, very specific. You just can't do it, like, out of nowhere, or at least, like, very easily. Like, even I'd say the most easy one, or the two most easy ones, are actually Nappa, because it's just a 4-drop, but all the cannon plays kind of get it. And then the SCR Raditz. Those are only 2 ones that I can really think of that can burn damage and not really have too much cost behind it. Obviously you have to pay 5 and 4, but you know what I'm saying. This one, in general, because of Invoker, is probably a lot more playable, but we will see how that pans out. Then we have the Royal Condemption. By the way, both of these are both SR's extras, and it's the Goku over here, which looks great. It's just, it looks like it kind of is recycled as far as artwork, which this is a recurring theme, which I'm kind of sad about, because this game is kind of known for the artwork. If you really think about it, if anybody really, like, if the top 3 other than gameplay and as well as just the community, I think the artwork for the cards is definitely a selling point for it, and new players and as well as just old players as well. I guess you start noticing that the artwork is being recycled. It's kind of a downside, and Bandai, if you're watching this, please stop doing that. Then we have the Blue Vegeta, the Royal Blue Vegeta. This one is a counterplay. If your leader card is a Universe 7, the battle card is being played at 8 cost or less, which is a huge range. It's basically anything. It is placed at the bottom of the deck instead of being played. And then after being sent to the drop area to the warp, it's the same thing as before, where you can take a look, and if it's an extra card, which these are really good if you play 4 of those, well, 3 of those probably, then you can go ahead and just put it back at the top of the deck, if not. So you can scry, what they call it, or just add it to your hand after you use it. Alright, moving on to the Emperor's Death Beam. We have choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and it gains negative 30k for the duration of the turn. Send this card from the drop area. Oh, okay, it's the same thing. So this is still really good, not only because it's only kind of a 3 cost in general, so with Bean and with a number of other things, this kind of gets around a lot of different things. This is Nor's barrier, and it's a whole big boy 30k. Even if it doesn't kill it, it is an activate main and as well as battle. You're probably going to be in a really good position against a lot of different boss monster battle cards. So it kills a lot of the really good cards, including Mirror, even though Mirror does get the boost. So you're going to have to play around that. It does kill Gogeta 7, so shout out to Frank Miller. And then a bunch of other stuff. Even the ultimates can, like, if you're playing the red Frieza leader or any of the red leaders and you're playing red blue, you can activate image and then do this in the activate battle phase. So this is a really strong card. It's only a rare, so hopefully you can pick these up before they get too expensive in the future. And then now we have the 3-drop Golden Frieza, in which this is a red blue leader card. Is a Universe 7 card, which this one you can actually swap with the 2-drop Frieza, I think. So this is only a Frieza, which is red. It doesn't say no other color, so I would say you can do that. Now you have a 20k that looks at the top 5 if your leader card is a Universe 7, and then you choose 1 red blue multicolor extra card among them and add it to your hand and place this at the bottom of the remaining, on the top or bottom on the deck in any order. So okay, that's pretty cool. I think the other part of it is that we were kind of wondering what the red blue Surge Goku leader was doing with all those red blue multi extra cards, but now it kind of makes sense with this card Invoker. With Invoker, in which, if you don't understand what Invoker does, is literally how it says. When you pay for a red blue multi extra card, which we took a look at the 4-drop, 3-drop, and 5-drop, you can switch 1 red blue multicolor in your energy to rest mode instead. So when you actually pay for that card, even if it's a 5-drop, you only have to pay one red blue multi-etched card, or red blue multicolored energy in your energy area. So it only costs one. That's why it's so great. If you're going to be playing against, you know, decks like this, just remove anything that has Invoker, and you'll probably be in a really good place. Now, the card that a lot of people are already kind of up in arms in, but we have the field card, in which your looter card is a Universe 7 card. You get the energy exhaust skills of red, blue, multi-colored cards in all areas. So not only for energy or extra cards, but all red, blue, multicolored etched cards. This is only a 1 cost, so it's probably gonna be better just to play this in the first place, and then for the rest of the game, as long as they don't remove it, which people are gonna put removal in these type of decks if it's actually gonna be meta. This is gonna be really good as far as that goes. It is gonna become kind of a dead card, so you have to really understand if it's worth doing this, because you only play it once. So are you gonna play it 1, 2, 3? Are you gonna replay it if you think they're gonna remove it? They're going to side more in the side. What about all the extra cards you're going to be using in your deck in the first place? You're going to be extra card heavy, and if you draw into those when trying to defend or going for game using super combos, you're definitely going to be in a bad spot. So how do you end the game? And you really have to think about that when putting this into different decks, and as well as just overall deck building going into set 9 within this archetype. But if you lead a card as a Universe 7, you switch to the rest mode and you look top 3. And then you place them at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So you literally just, you kind of, wow. Okay, that's really strong actually. I forgot, like you don't take any cards, which is fine, but you control what you actually do see, which I think that's actually kind of stupid. All right, we are Universe 7. Another ready to fight / this is the intro artwork, reuse artwork. Come on now, Bandai. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Whatever, dude. Choose one. You choose up to 1 Universe 7 card from your drop area, add to your hand, or choose 1 4 or less from your deck and add it to your hand. Oh, wait a second. Are they? Wait. Hello? Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought this was a field card. I was like, if this is a field card, you can do this as many times as you want, but you only choose 1. So I was like, I'm stupid. But pretty cool. This doesn't have the Universe 7 tag, so you have to play the red. That's just something to note. A lot of the other Universe 7 cards, like we didn't really see this one or any of the Universe 7 cards before. Oh, I'm sorry, not the Universe 7, or not the actual card, but the leader cards have no cost or no specified cost for Universe 7. You always Universe 7, the leader cards. So I'm getting that reversed. This one you can actually just pay. Wait, I'm stupid. This doesn't have a Universe 7 tag. That's what I'm saying. You have to pay the red. There you go. Look, it's early, okay? Anyway, this is really good. A lot of 4 costs or less. You can obviously get your Invoker card if you'd like. This actually filters out a lot. So I would say this has, like, these 2 cards just being added to this archetype makes it incredibly consistent. So thanks, Bandai. And that's it. That's all we really have for today's reveals. I'll try to do tomorrow's. If not, I'll probably wait a couple days again. But let me know what you think about these new cards. The set 9 is coming out to be pretty interesting. I think it's good that they're boosting a lot of different archetypes very specifically, and some of the stuff really adds to previous decks that no one really plays, so it kind of boosts that too. I think red blue in general looks good. I think I'm more excited for green yellow, so I'll kind of hold my thoughts. Successor looks really good, but I would like to see the rest of the green yellow stuff, and we really didn't see any of the black stuff, so that should be interesting regarding that. It's part of the blue archetype, or going to be a new blue archetype, that is. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think what the secret is going to be as well. Keep that in the back of your head. Oh, by the way, these are now $20. That's really the only thing that I can really think of that is good. Oh, let's see what combination attack is. So these are $20. Combination attack is now 7s. I think they spiked up a little bit with them in the foil at 13, so not too bad. So, I mean, it is kind of high, but still not too bad. They were kind of really up there, like at 30s or 40s. I did speak about this a long time ago, in which I told everybody as soon as this stuff came out in the expansions, and Bandai does this on purpose. They limit smaller archetypes first, and then later on gives a lot of support for them. And now they're all being bought out because they are all expansion stuff in which they're exclusive to it. So you either buy the whole expansion or you buy the singles, in which both of them have value for Bandai and as well as for the players, which I do agree on, but can be kind of ridiculous at times. The draft box one, the Hercule and Blue, can't really do too much about that one. That's just something you kind of have to sink your teeth in. It should stabilize around like $10 maybe. Either way, let me know what you think about all of this stuff. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Later.